Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. Thus, this is it. The second document is here. The SEC's official appeal paperwork, Form C, is on page 2 of 180. Let me put this in context for you. The fact that Ripple's ended today is intriguing. In the end, it was a fantastic development for XRP. You won't believe what happened next. It seems the SEC waited until everything was over before deciding to throw in its appeal. However, it's not exactly what you expect. Yeah, it's a plea. As we'll see in a little, there are a few contentious points around this, the most prominent of which being the date, the 17th of October, that was entered into the court file stamp. Let me tell you about the issue. We had previously discussed this in my update video, before this really came out, that the anticipated deadline for this to be applied was the 16th, beginning on October 2nd. Otherwise it would be late. You can see the craziness in the bottom left of this page. It's dated October 16th. Alright, so tell me how to get a document that was due on the 16th but was actually filed with the court on the 17th. Please, someone, assist me with this. Something isn't quite right about this metal or figure. The document bears the court's file stamp, which is October 17th. If the Second Circuit rules that the SEC is late, we will know it soon enough. Well, this might really take off. Okay, so it should have been in by the 16th, but now is the point where they might finally admit it. I don't think so. Hence, this is being discarded. Basically, we would want to know, what exactly is the appeal? Here we are again at a point where the language around the SEC can be construed as absurd. And if you're interested, Gary Gensler has an unequivocal agenda. It's like if someone took all of his toys from him. Furthermore, you might be asking, wait a second, isn't that harsh? Yet I'm willing to give you the cold shoulder nevertheless. Jeremy Hogan is on record as being in favor of XRP. But a prominent space lawyer who is involved with the Hogan legal papers jokes that he hasn't been this thrilled to obtain a seat since high school. Nothing is being challenged here. The good news is that XRP is not a security. So, I suppose, all that commotion may finally go down, along with most people's worries. This has nothing to do with the question of whether XRP was, or even could have been, a security. One thing to keep in mind is that it is not a security, which puts it in the same category as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Thus, it is never appropriate to record it as a security, and the courts will never recognize it as such. Ripple, XRP sales and exchanges, and XRP as a payment method are once again the focus of the appeal. Money is the ultimate factor. Where's the definition of de novo stated? What this means is that the appeal court is not bound to follow the trial court's decision on this matter because it is a question of law. This indicates that it will go more rapidly. What irritates me is that the SEC threw out the chance to try the case against Lovely House and Larson in court and is now attempting to revive those charges. Poultry flight. Can you explain this to me? Finally, they're attempting to revive the identical accusations against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson from before. But this makes little sense in a legal system that does not include a jury to hear the case. For all intents and purposes, this is the financial appeal. Ripple might face a loss that could affect the injunction, but only in a roundabout way regarding the order's compliance. And hence, this is really intriguing. The court document you possess contains an inaccurate date. It all comes down to Gary's desire for $2 billion, and the SEC is rehashing old turf by targeting Chris Larson and Brad Carling's property in a personal vendetta. His reward was $12.5 million. Watching how this unfolds is quite fascinating. In particular, I believe, and please remember, that we have been correct on the majority of these calls. I believe this is discarded. It is completely absurd to me. The fact that it is one day late is also important, in my opinion. I find this to be total rubbish, even though it is slightly outdated now. Given the upcoming presidential election and the possible candidates, I truly believe that this is a last-ditch effort at the moment. I would love to know why Gary Gensler has such a personal grudge against the Bitcoin sector. It's starting to feel like a vendetta. My video would not have been seen without you. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.